Okay, so here's the second video I'm going to send you. And this is about traditional comic structure, which we talked about last Tuesday, and how it relates to the rivals. It relates in many ways, but a couple of things to notice as it relates to the rivals. So we have a lot of couples in the play, but the main one is Captain Absolute, Jack, and Lydia Languish. Those are our main lovers, and that's sort of the center of our traditional comic structure for this play. And then we have a blocking character necessary, right? So who is the blocking character for this play? I'll pause while you say it. Oh, did you say two people? Yes, it does seem like that, right? Because there are two parent level kind of people in the society who have some blocking action for Jack and Lydia. First of all is Mrs. Malaprop. Now she has the social position to be a blocking character because she is Lydia's aunt and appears to be her only guardian. And so she has the job of saying who she can marry. And we hear somewhere in Act 1, I can't remember the line, but we hear that if Lydia marries somebody who her aunt, Mrs. Malaprop, does not approve of, then Lydia doesn't get her fortune. And in fact, of course, Lydia, because she's, you know, a twerp, thinks that that's so romantic that she could lose her money over love, and she's trying to marry somebody that she thinks would make her lose her money, which is why Jack is pretending to be Ensign Beverly, right? Because he knows that she's got all these kooky ideas about romance. So Mrs. Malaprop is a blocking character, sort of, to Lydia because she says that Lydia can't marry Ensign Beverly. Well, Ensign Beverly doesn't exist. He's actually Captain Jack Absolute. Well, and we know that Mrs. Malaprop is fine with Lydia marrying Captain Jack Absolute. So Mrs. Malaprop is a blocking character, is trying to block one romance of Lydia's to Ensign Beverly, right? But she's not a blocking character the way you'd find in Shakespeare or the way you'd find in the Restoration because her block is sort of weak. What she's blocking doesn't exist. She's blocking a fake character. So that's part of what we see in laughing comedy. We get a blocking character, but they're not really a strong block. They're not a heavy block. What she wants to have happen is exactly what Lydia also wants to have happen. They just don't realize it for a while. So let's go to that other block, which is Captain Jack Absolute's father, Sir Anthony Absolute. So Sir Anthony Absolute is a father, and he has opinions about who Jack marries, right? And he's decided he's going to intervene and get involved in who Jack marries because Jack doesn't have a lot of money to inherit, and he wants to make sure that Jack marries somebody with money. So he's set up this whole thing where he's going to have Jack marry the person of his choice. Dun, 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 it's Lydia Languish. That's who he's picked. He doesn't know that Jack is already in love with Lydia and that he's courting Lydia in his fake disguise as as Ensign Beverly. So when his father shows up doing all that blocking character father stuff of stomping his foot and saying, I'm going to decide who you marry, you're not going to decide, I'm putting together a romance, and who you want, this person you're in love with, I don't even want to hear about. When he goes to do all of that blocking character kind of stuff, what he actually wants to have happen is exactly what Captain Jack wants to have happen. So he's also, like Mrs. Malaprop, sort of a weak block. He looks like a blocking character, he talks like a blocking character, but what he wants is what the lovers want. So we get the traditional comic structure, we get all those servants and friends who are helping the couple lie and get around the grown-ups. We get all the parts of traditional comic structure, but it's soft because nobody really wants something other than what the lovers want. This is typical of laughing comedy.